Hey Lettuceheads, Goldie here with a quick rundown of today's episode. For this Thanksgiving special, we're going to be diving into some recent news impacting the world of golf, but then we're going to jump quickly into the Cabbage Patch, your listener submitted questions and debate topics, so that's always a good time. And as a quick reminder, whether you're new to the program or you've been listening for a while, make sure you are following on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. And then for Spotify and Apple, if you could drop a review. I hate having to do the ask, but that stuff matters and goes a long way with how the algos work, that dirty algo. But here today, it's all about having fun. We hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and most importantly, stay plugged. Lettuceheads, we are back with a special edition of Please Let Us Golf, the podcast. Tonight you got Goldie, you got Adam, and you got Jewel. Adam, how are we doing this evening?
Hello, world. We are doing great. It is Thanksgiving week. That means lots of travel, lots of eating. I'm stoked, man. Let's do it.
Jewel, holding it down in Athens. We excited for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Adam's stoked. I'm stuffed. I just had a Friendsgiving for the last 4 hours. I'm stuffed with margaritas, turkey, freaking sides. I had some pecan pie, some ice cream. I dabbled in all kinds of stuff. I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, as the dessert king here, I definitely am excited to get into the pie scene this week.
Hey, listen to that last pod. I got to ask, man, what's the status of the honey baked ham? We got that thing on ice yet, or like what?
It will be picked up. I mean, this is a Sunday night we're recording and come out on Tuesday. It's getting picked up on Tuesday, so it is what it is. The check's in the mail. The family loan is being paid off. Yeah, the check cleared, thankfully. So, but you know what?
Yeah, extra $30 for dry ice. They just want to make sure it was taken care of.
But our goal here is this. Well, first of all, guys, it's our second Thanksgiving episode. Last year we had the Shanksgiving. I mean, that may have been what set Please Let Us Golf on the trajectory it is today, is the Shanksgiving episode. But I think my goal with today is we just want to make it fun, right? Like, every podcast, some of them get a little deeper. We get the guests, but this is about chumming it up. This week's about friends and families. You're going to be in the car. We want to make sure the spouse might be, who these Please Let Us Golf guys are checking out. Well, we're going to make it fun today because we got a couple topics, but then we're going to the Cabbage Patch, everybody's favorite. Your listeners submitted questions, and I'm going to read them just how they came in, right? But we got to work on our quality of question here, be a little more specific, a little better on the punctuation, perhaps. Come on, we're a highbrow group here with the Lettuce Heads. So, but before we get into it, quick reminder, business. PleaseLetUsGolf.com, the shop. We're going to be running holiday promotions basically through the end of the year, but right now we got our Black Friday promotion. If you did miss the 30% off, we got 25% off going through till the beginning of December. We got, if you're watching right now, we got 3 different hats on. The shirts are still available. We got all the sizes, but the ones that everyone gets, we're running pretty low on those. So go ahead and snag them. Tees, I'm going to keep talking about these tees, guys, not t-shirts, golf tees. Oh, I don't know what I expected, but I will just say I've now reordered from Western Birch, a free ad, best tees in the game by far. I've reordered.
I will say, I think it's the color coding of them. I mean, it's a variety pack, right?
Yeah.
And
which you can't get from them. You would have to buy all packets of 50 individuals, and it would get expensive. We do it for you. We buy the 50 and then we make the color pack for you.
Like the white, the blue, the pink color combination is pretty fucking sick. Yep. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at them today. I feel like I've been on Western Birch's side a decent bit, and some of these color coding, man, I don't even know. I feel like I've never seen them.
Yes, a lot of them are only available if you do the custom store. And
there you go. Are we burying the lead here?
Yeah, that's true. I should have. And also, it's not like you know how it is, guys. None of us would do this. We don't just randomly select them. We go through. there's a lot of options. And we're like, that would be sick. Cause you're thinking of those different golfers. I think of my father-in-law. He wants a white tee with maybe a little light blue or some purple in it. But then there's those guys, they like that classic kind of light wood tee. So you got the color combos on that. And then the new age, like that dark mahogany looking tee. It's got some gold going through it. We got it all, baby. So stay plugged, pleaseletsgolf.com, the shop. But like, speaking of money,
Promo code Honey Baked Ham.
so yeah,
It's a 170%
yes,
markup,
yes.
so put it in.
Yeah, we didn't mention the golf tees are going to be $90 for every 20 tees now because of the Honey Baked Ham situation. But all right, so speaking of losing money, Top Golf. Callaway sold their majority stake this past week for Top Golf. If you didn't know, they acquired it all in 2020. They sold it for a little over $1 billion. So some may hear that and go, whoa, sold 60% of the company for $1 billion. That's pretty sick. But technically, it was a 45% valuation drop from what they bought in at the $2 billion valuation, or $2 billion plus 4 years ago. I don't really have like a dissertation on this other than it's not surprising. It was funny reading the articles of them talking about like why the business model doesn't work in terms of like how fast they scaled and how much it cost to recoup at each location. But I don't know, guys. I personally, I've enjoyed Top Golf. I've done it twice, but that's the issue. I think after you do it once or twice, you never really need to do it again. Any thoughts on Top Golf and Callaway?
Yeah, I think this is kind of a market that's become maybe a little oversaturated at this point. You know, you've got like back nine golf now that's becoming big, and that's obviously a smaller footprint, but everything's geared towards the simulation, right? That simulation environment. And Top Golf, obviously a little bit different atmosphere, but yeah, I agree. After you've been once or twice, and honestly, the majority of them are in like these massive metro areas. But yeah, once you've gone once or twice, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, are bowling alleys doing well? It's like a modern version of a bowling alley scaled up a little bit, and I don't think they're doing that fantastic. It hits this
Jeez.
very
Dude, you
small
had to go right
demographic of
after the
people that.
bowling community. They could be huge.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the Big Lebowski's not around anymore. Things have changed. So
Kingpin.
look,
Yeah, there hasn't been a great bowling
cigarettes
movie
aren't
in a
allowed
while.
inside restaurants anymore. I just, it's just, you guys hit it all. I'm good on
Yeah.
Top
Yeah, I
Golf.
guess the only interesting is Callaway kind of, at least getting half of that investment back and tucking their tail, eating their losses and getting back into other markets. So, okay, I'm good on Top Golf. If you enjoy it, go have fun. It's Thanksgiving. Go enjoy it. Take the whole family to Top Golf. Help them recover. But yeah, not necessarily for me. Last bit of news before we get into the cab. I really want to get into the Cabbage Patch. Jewel, you sent this one in as a reminder. The Harris English's comments on the future of the PGA Tour schedule. You want to walk us through some of that?
Yeah, I'm curious to know y'all's thoughts. I have a conspiracy theory on
Okay.
this. I feel like Rolap dropped this to Harris as the star of this tournament, get a little news rolling, and just to get some feedback before he finalized this from the fan base. Like, all right, Harris, here's what I'm thinking. You're going to get a pretty big press conference here. Let's see what everybody's thinking about this 20 tournament schedule, which to me kind of sounds exciting. There's a lot of positives to it. Also some negatives too, but I think it was a play by Rolap to get some feedback.
Yeah. I want to read a quote. So I don't want to just be a cynic because there is some goodness in the longer form, but one excerpt. The talk of the tour potentially starting after the Super Bowl, I think, is a pretty good thing because we can't really compete with football. Man, I just you're not competing with football. Like that's not the competition. I've never bought it for a second. Like you're never going to, but the idea that like no other sport should exist during the NFL season, I don't know if I necessarily buy. All be in it because golf is a 12-month a year sport, 365 days, depending on where you are at geographically. And I think by continuing to constrain, so if they go to February to the US Open, or I guess after football, whatever, March 1st or late February to July, you're just going into spring rainy season. You're not going to go to the Pacific Northwest. You're going to miss the Northeast again. We're going to get a bunch of Texas and Florida. And there were some other comments in here worrying about, the West Coast swing. And I'm not beating up Harris, but this is the problem with golf. Like, the West Coast swing doesn't, like, just because it doesn't happen the way it's happened for the last 20 years doesn't mean we're not going to go to the West Coast and go to awesome venues. But the West Coast swing is more than like 2 courses in California and the waste management. You got a whole Pacific Northwest, you have NorCal, you have Central, SoCal, and then, you have the Southwestern United States. And then even into the Colorados and Nebraskas. There's so much untapped golf. But positive, I do think the idea that, like, Rolap seems to have his shit together way more than the previous leadership, and I think if it does come to like a simplified format, like, not here's an elevated event, this one isn't. I think they need to get away from that. They need to have a signature series that everyone's playing and you're qualified for it. And then everything else is feeder. So Corn Ferry's feeder, Legacy PGA Tour is feeder, European Tour is feeder, Live is feeder. That's the only way I logically see this working out.
Man, there was a lot of negativity in there. I honestly, I really like it. So this is kind of what I have been preaching when we've had these discussions in the past, that the PGA Tour needs to go to more of a scarcity NFL model, where we're not doing 45 events a year. We're not doing the fall. We're going to have 20 events, or whatever it is, 22 events, and all the guys are going to be there. They're going to have to be there, right? I mean, and you're going to get, like you said, you're going to get away from the elevated, the signature event, the non-elevated. It's just way too confusing. Give us just straight 20 events. We get all the best players there. And, as far as post Super Bowl, I mean, I have to agree with them there. I mean, I don't know how much the NFL siphons off from the PGA Tour, but the NFL is pretty big, man. Like, there's a lot of sports fans that maybe would tune in to NFL over, I mean, watching golf, I would have to think. So, I mean, I think I agree with that model, pushing it past the Super Bowl. And I mean, where are you going to go even pre-Super Bowl? There's only Hawaii and a few places on the West Coast. So I don't know. I mean, I think it makes sense to push it out past that.
Yeah, I would say the only way I would say that I not that I don't agree logically about the football piece, it's just that I just don't know. I hate giving up prime, because you say, like, there's not a lot of places, but there is places in the West Coast and, Southern Florida and outside of the United States where that's prime golf season. But I think it goes back to, if the PGA Tour is going to be the ultimate golf test, right? Like, this is where the best players play every week. I still think this whole 20 to 22 events is problematic. I don't think if you're going to go after football, you say scarcity, they're going to get back to where every week it's going to be an event, and they're going to go to half of the events are going to be lackluster type of venue stops. So I think if they're going to do that, they should make the season, in conjunction with the 4 majors, maybe like 16 total events. I mean, 16 to 8. That's the one thing Liv probably got right. But they messed up and spread it out over 8 months. But if you just get that over 4, and that's like the PGA Tour signature series of golf, and then let all this other stuff fill in around it to where you can satisfy the golf sicko that wants to see an overseas event and played in Australia or wherever, New Zealand, in December. And maybe you can have those be marketed as signature events outside of the PGA Tour. But I don't know, Jewel, you teed it up. You had a conspiracy theory. I do tend to agree. They're marketing geniuses that come from the NFL. So definitely got this out there to just test the waters. But any overarching thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Harris and Adam too. I mean, I'm a big football fan and sports enthusiast, so like I'm kind of I've really enjoyed the break from golf since the Ryder Cup. Football's been full bore and will be through February. Like the college football playoffs will be big. Obviously, the dogs will be in it, so we'll be pretty tuned in, and I'll be exhausted from football. I won't be ready for golf in late January, early February. I love the idea of pushing it back a little bit and have a little separation. It's not just NFL, it's college. And then you've also got NCAA basketball, which, you know, not as many fans
Yeah.
of that as NFL.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just think a break is nice. And the schedule is the biggest thing. Is depending on where they're going to go in March and evolve over the next 3 years. So if they go to 20 tour stops this year, great. They're probably not going to be what we want them to be. But the hope is that let's get to this model and then let's adjust and refine where we're going over the next few years. Then it could be meaningful, and then it could be exciting, and kind of what we're looking for and probably what he's looking for. It's going to take him a little while to get out of some of these contracts. So I think you're looking at creating the model and then adjusting and evolving to get better over the next 5 years, really.
So, speaking of conspiracy theories real quick, I don't want to forget this. So they're really just
3-Eye Atlas? What happened?
right. Fuck. They're really just pushing this back so these guys can take TGL seriously and get it in December through February and then launch the season. I would like to think TGL, like, I still am not out on it. It might still transform into something like not for me, but interesting for golf. But I don't think this would have happened if Roll-Up was around prior, because these guys committing to going to South Florida for 2.5 months to start the year, it makes logistically no sense whatsoever, other than a cash grab and a TV deal. It doesn't really help any strategic issues with golf. But yeah, that's my.
And degenerates that are excited about a 6:45 a.m. tee time for their DraftKings lineup, the cognizant.
Yeah, that's the real sick human beings. But all right, any other takes before we get to the Cabbage Patch? Adam, anything else?
No, I mean, I like that it's going to 20, but I think that only gets us halfway there. You got to go to the right venues, and then the way that you structure the overall schedule, as far as, there shouldn't be any events after a major. I don't understand why, like, we flip the page so quickly right after a major. It just doesn't make any sense. It just completely sucks the air out of the room.
Yeah, you need breathing room.
Agreed.
Leave East Lake for the Tour Championship, but make East Lake a part of the a southeastern swing. Make it a tour stop you go to. It'd be a really good PGA Tour test, just not a cool event for the final capstone of the season. So, okay, more to come on that. I'm sure we'll have multiple episodes dedicated to that topic, but let's go to the Cabbage Patch. Cue the music. Just kidding. The intern hasn't started yet, but more to come on that. The producing intern might be able to drop live music for us. But okay, again, some of these I'm going to bumble through. They weren't well thought out, but we think highly of you, so we're going to highlight them. But the first question came in: rain gloves. Okay, we're entering it. Mr. Golfberg is in here. He's our PNW guy. He's out in the rain all the time. But rain gloves, in or out?
All in.
Okay. Adam, just real quick, in or out?
I'm halfway in.
Okay. I'm out. So that's good. We finally have a good topic that we're not just in agreement all the time. Okay. Jewel, why are you in?
Well, I already have sweaty hands, perspire a ton, but when it rains, there's no way to play golf for me without double rain gloves. It makes a huge difference.
Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah, I didn't feel that way until we went to Bandon and we got pissed on, and I couldn't play until I went and bought some. I bought some. We're at Old Mac. I think it was at the 5th hole. Is that where the halfway house is? I went and bought rain gloves in there, and my whole round changed. 7th, yeah. I went and bought some there and changed my whole round. I got a Guinness too, so that might have helped as well. But I mean, complete game changer for me when it rains outside. Okay. I can't play without.
So
them.
Adam, you're on the fence. Where were you fence sitting on rain gloves?
I think it just depends on how much it's raining. Like, if we got like a little bit of a light rain, it's not thunderstorm, it's not torrential downpour. I will 100% just keep on the regular glove. But as soon as we got into those Bandon just nuclear rains, like there's no way I'm keeping like the club anywhere like in my grip with a standard just glove on. You have to have rain gloves out there. And that's a kind of it's a unique situation. Like, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to be out in what was it called out there that we got
Atmospheric
into?
river.
That's what atmospheric
Atmosphere.
river. Okay. But I do think rain gloves are needed for the atmospheric rivers.
You know, your guys are going to be shocked that I have a passionate take on this. So I would just say everybody's hands are different. I've never been accused of having the most manly hands. They tear my hands up when I wear them. And so the second time we were at Bandon, I said, I'm going to experiment with just, because here's another pro tip. If you have corded grips, they get pretty tacky when they get wet anyways. So I went regular grip.
Should have known that you were gonna go like with a super geek. Like,
Yeah.
if you have corded grips, actually,
but they also the corded grips contribute to tearing your hands.
Corded grips and a really soft shake. You're
great.
done.
But I went no rain gloves at Bandon the second time and and I had zero issues holding on to the club. I mean, I just the rain gloves, I couldn't feel anything. And that was a problem for me. But also, let's just talk about technology for a second. I don't understand. Like, I was an idiot the first time we went to Bandon. I thought rain gear and rain gloves kept you dry. What I didn't realize is they do for like very, very moderate rainfall. For small durations. You can't just be out in the rain, no matter how good your gear is, for 3 hours in moderate to heavy rain. You're good. It's going to soak through. But with rain gloves, like the whole thing is like the pro tip, the guys are like, no, take them off and get your hands wet inside of them. Like, just get used to it, get wet, and then the gloves will work better. I'm like, so now my fucking hands are icebergs. And like, yeah, I don't feel like I can't, I don't know. So mine's more of a take on the technology. I was like, are we really not figured out a way to like water can't get in these things? I don't know. What's going on?
You know what? I don't understand why people don't just keep a pair of rain gloves in their bag. Like, they take up zero space just in case. You don't ever need them really. Like, you use them maybe 2 or 3 times
But
a
if
year.
you're a sweaty summer,
But
if it's
they're a
hot,
lifesaver.
like I know some guys here that have sweaty hands and they play with them here in the summer as their just normal glove. But
that's wild.
Yeah, I don't.
That is wild.
Like, your hands are getting that sweaty?
From black to
Yeah.
white,
Well, what's crazy too, like I'm a sweater. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I sweat really bad, but I've never had like hand perspiration. But there's people that have super sweaty hands, so I get it. You get wet. Just gets tough down there, man.
Tommy Gainey.
Yeah, Tommy Two Gloves. So okay, I think that's enough on rain. But this one's a little spicy. I almost feel like I don't want to bring it up just because it could be a whole episode, but let's just try. Do match play / season long club championships count? And part of this was just a shot at our guy, Danny Rappaport, who's nobody's favorite in the world. I don't know if you guys saw about a week or two ago, he posted, he won his like hometown growing up club championship. And look, a lot to make fun of on him, but winning a club championship, kudos. But then he flashed it and it was like up 3 through 16. And then I was like, oh. And Mr. Golfberg isn't on here because he was very offended when we kind of talked about this for a second. I was like, my take on it, I want to separate the season long one versus the match play. It's winning a club championship, but it's an asterisk club championship to me. And I know a lot of really nice guys that have won their club championships via match play, but it is not the same as pegging it and getting through the back nine with a 2-stroke lead in stroke play. You can get luck of the draw. It's usually very long. So when they do these formats, it's usually like 3 days plus so it gets a smaller pool of people. I don't know. I would just say the outcome is probably much more random than a stroke play event. Anybody got a passionate take on this? I don't even want to talk about the season race ones because I find that to be all, kind of lame.
Well, that doesn't count.
That one is because that's just too many pieces coming together. So
Yeah, it's too much
yeah,
time.
like,
That's
yeah, because
stupid.
people argue, oh well, you were good for the
Season
whole
long.
season. I'm like, I don't like the whole like guys are. Hey, when do you have time to play our match? I was like, it's lame, man. Get your ass out there. 2 days, weekend. Tell the wife, go grind, go hate your golf game, and just get over with it. But all right, someone come the
Yeah, I
match
think the
play.
season long doesn't make any sense, but match play, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the match play. I agree with you though about the like going out there pegging it. You're
Yeah.
playing, especially for us, we're doing the residential OB
Oh,
courses, and you got to go out there and play it from deep. You got a little bit of wind. It's a fucking
it's the
grind.
worst feeling.
You play match place, you loosen
Oh,
up
yeah.
a little bit because you're just
It'll-
playing one guy
let
instead of
me just
12.
stipulate this. Let me be clear. I would love if my club went to a match play club championship. Maybe they all should be. My point was just it is not anywhere near the feat as winning a stroke play club championship.
But it's not an asterisk.
Okay. That's fair.
If this were look, I would want my course, your course, I would want match play. If we're playing somewhere else, it's like a typical golf course, like down the street at Athens Country Club. I'm down with either one, but so I don't think there's an asterisk behind it because everybody knows what they're playing. It's
we really just have issues of because of our courses, so much residential
course,
OB.
yeah.
It's just like
because if you go grind a 68 out at the landings in a residential OB course, and you're gonna have a 2 to 4 shot lead.
And then, but it only takes like 2 average drives on the wrong holes that just ricochet. And like it, and even like the landings, if anyone's listening, there's a lot of holes where there's really not a conservative shot. It's just like, hey, if you just hit it on the far spectrum of your shot pattern and hit hard pan, you got a 50-50 chance of the ball staying in bounds. So Adam, you look morose over there. Is it because are you not competing for club championships, so you're out on this topic? What's going on?
No, I just listen to you guys talk, and I mean, I
Thank you
have
for that.
I'm just letting you guys cook. I actually think that all club championships should just be match play. I mean,
Hell yeah.
Why should any of them be in stroke play? We have a US amateur that's match play. We have a US mid am that's match play.
Yeah,
I think it's the purest form of golf.
And I do think the ones that do it well kind of follow the format. They usually do stroke play on Friday, and there's a cut to make the match play seating for the weekend. And I do think don't get me wrong, that format sounds awesome. I just gonna keep going back to it. I do not think that is as mentally difficult as a grind of playing in a stroke play multi-day event.
But if you're doing match play, I mean, that could be I don't know, 8 matches over 4 days. I don't know. I don't know how big the field would be, but I kind of feel like that's more of a grind than just a stroke play event.
I mean, it might be more golf.
Dude, it is 1v1.
I don't know. Maybe
1v1. You do 36 holes in the championship match.
Well, they don't do that again. That's U.S. amateur
in the
stuff.
rain, 2 gloves.
Yeah, I'm out there with rain with no gloves. No, but that's the thing. How it usually works is they'll do stroke play to seed you, but then you do 9-hole matches to get to the final match, and the final match is 18 holes. So that's where I'm saying that's where I'm getting at. It's like kind of random and not stressful because you'd go like Saturday, you'd have a match, Sunday a match, and then the 18 holes. So it's 27 holes, usually how they do it over 2 days. Every club's a little different. And again, I sound like a hater. I'm not trying to be triggered just because I saw the Danny Rapp story.
You're being a hater.
I'm
you
not.
always are a hater.
I just think it's an asterisk. That's all I'm saying. I won my club championship. Oh yeah, what'd you do? Well, the half the field didn't play because it was 3 days and it was 27 holes and the good play, okay, well, whatever. And match play is just easier. I don't know what else to say. It's way more fun. I love it, but it's easier.
God, I could see you getting knocked out and you're just on the practice screen the whole time, just putting and watching. You and Brooks are out there.
Oh man, I don't know. I think you know what? I might petition next year. Let's just try it one time just to see. Okay. Any other takes on that? We good? I think that could be a good clip of me being the asshole. So everyone wants that. All right. So fall winter maybe could have paired this with rain gloves, but what is the cutoff? And I've heard. Hey, look, we understand some of these have been discussed before in the world of golf, but if we haven't done them yet on the pod, they're fair game if we see them. Cutoff for temperatures for fall and winter golf.
It's hard to say an exact number. You have to consider wind and rain. Like take rain out of it because nobody's playing in the rain in the winter unless you're playing an incredible golf course. If there's less than 10 miles per hour and it's 40-ish and above, like 43 and above, 42 and above, like I'm good to go.
Okay.
Really 40 probably.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, 40.
I love winter
Yeah.
golf. Like once you get the gear, and I mean, Dormant Bermuda is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I just love playing on it.
All right. Adam?
I hate this question. There's like so many variables that goes into it, right?
I
Like
warned you.
Jewel just mentioned it.
Questions are not.
Yeah. This is awful because I mean, all right, no. So temperature, wind, and then the course you're playing, right? I mean, I think depending on what course you're playing, if it's a bucket list, if we're out at Ballyneal, baby. I don't care if it's snowing, we're going. If it's landings, I don't want to. I don't
70 degrees.
Only if it's match
67 degrees. If your kids are in the car, 67 degrees. The golf guy said it.
Wait, so y'all went to Ballyneal?
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry, man. We're sorry I missed you. Yeah, it's an impossible question. You guys hit it. So wind is the issue. If it's look, we've walked in the 40s without a cloud in the sky and 5-10 mile per hour, or especially 5 or less. And when you get going, it feels great. Now, if you're in a cart too, you want to zoom around, cart makes it feel a lot colder. If you're walking and your body warms up, it's not even cold. But I've played when it's 58 and it's overcast and it's blowing 15 miles per hour and it's frigid. So it really depends on, is the sun out and and is it windy? And so other than that, but I'm with you.
and if you have rain gloves.
And if you have full rain gloves. But yeah, I don't have any issue. I play in the 40s all the time. Just go play. If it's go play up a tee, have fun. But yeah, if it's overcast and 50s, it can get a little chilly.
Who sent that question in? Put the name of that letter.
I don't know. I need to ask these people if they're okay with like their handles being doxed, but
Golf.
It's not that it's that bad of a question. He's looking for like validation.
Yeah. Golfberg
he wants to know if it's okay for him to pass on 48 degrees.
Oh, there's a lot of
Golfberg sent it.
Yeah, it was Golfberg. Yeah, who is this? Golfberg 6'9" warrior? What is this?
I think all these were sent in by Golfberg.
Yeah, the first three kind of do have
He's testing us tonight.
Here's one that I'm okay. Could you not be the worst player on the PGA Tour in one category?
For sure.
What?
Right?
So, okay. Oh, I don't. I was going to say the exact opposite. Like, for sure, no. And again, for context, if you're new to the program, for context, before Jewel answers here, before Jewel answers here for context, if you're new to the program, so I float between, +1, +2, Jewel +1, +2, Adam's like our 8. Mr. Golfberg isn't in here. He's usually a 1 or 2.
Why'd you drop?
I'm just saying, before we answer these questions of like, could you not be the worst player in a category on the PGA Tour? Jewel, the +1 handicap says, I think so. Okay. What category could you be better than last?
All right. This is low hanging fruit. Okay. We got strip scan off the tee. We got Nick Dunlap on the tour right now. The dude is off the fucking planet. Can I not drive the ball a little better than him? I think so.
Oh, dude. Okay. I give you credit. I think the only thing that I could say is possible is putting, because there's some really egregious putters that I still struggle that if we did a putting competition, they'd probably still smoke you, and you don't realize how good they still are. It just looks terrible. But for me, as the best putter I know, I think that would be the only thing that I would have a chance at, and nothing else I don't think would be even remotely possible.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like a specific like category within putting, like maybe like 3-putt avoidance. Like I feel like if that's all you like focused on, maybe you could not be last.
I really think I would.
And you just play 2 rounds per.
So you're right.
So
let me even be clear. I think right now, 3-putt avoidance, I think I'd be in the top 25 to 30% of the PGA Tour in 3-putt avoidance.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do.
You're out of your mind. The top 25%.
Okay.
What?
Let me be clear.
Wait,
I am not good at golf. I'm the best amateur lag putter of anybody I've ever played with by far. Not even close. I mean, I play with +5s that beat the shit out of me, and they're good putters. But like when it comes, I'm talking lag putting specifically. I'm the king of the tap-in, baby. I don't know. I really.
Wait, what place did you come in the season-long tournament?
I have to qualify by playing in
you didn't auto qualify?
No, you have to play in at least 6 over the year, and I've only played in 5. So you can play up to 12, and it's your 6 best scores. I'm 5 for 5. I have a 5-stroke lead, but I'm not qualified. I have to play in December, and hopefully I don't blow it and somebody goes super low.
We don't need to hear any of this. Look, I can't believe you said you'd be top 25% on
25
in 3-putt avoidance.
No, not top 25%. Top 25.
We're talking about like this is like the top like 100 best golfers on the entire planet. And I have to think that they're pretty decent at 3-putt avoidance to be on the PGA Tour. I would have to think they're all pretty good.
Yeah. I think the issue. I don't know. Maybe if anybody's listening out there, I'd put it to the test. It's the one thing that it's like, God. Look, I'm part of it. Am I being slightly facetious? Yes, but I know for a fact I would not be at the bottom of that list or like in the bottom 10%. I mean, I don't know where I would be, but there's just no way. It's the one thing.
God, there's got to be a way we stimulate this. Like, can we get Scott?
Well, I can't wait to.
Let's figure out
when we film our next video, which we'll have basically shot for shot. So there's more to come on that. Exciting news! I can't wait to have 7 3-putts on that video. But no, I really I don't know. I just think it's my superpower. No other part of my game is anywhere near that. But it's just the thing I'm great at.
I would love to take you out to like a tour stop. Mm-hmm. And put you at 32 feet from the hole on every green, and see what happens. Every single green.
I mean, I would.
What do you think the average proximity is? Is like 28 to 35 feet from the hole.
I play in my what'd you say? Wait, the average proximity of like from what? From a PGA Tour player's putt? Yeah, it's probably 35 feet.
Just on average.
Yeah, so probably 35 feet.
Let's put you on 18 holes and let's see what happens. That'd be fun.
I'd run away with it. I'd be.
This is in a tour atmosphere as well.
Yeah.
You got fans.
You got real fans
throwing beers at you.
Throwing beers. Yeah, they're just.
It's a live event, so there's music playing.
I don't know. Live green. Honestly, get a little spotty.
If you would have said a live event, maybe you could be top 25% at a live event.
Oh, damn. All right.
Be top 25 players.
So Adam, we kind of went wild on that one. Hey, Adam, do you want to say that you could potentially be not last place in a category?
The only thing, like you said it, the only thing I could think of is like if I just completely focused on not 3-putting, like that's the only thing I was like trying to do. Like, no, probably not. I like still, but that's the only category.
We've been friends forever. Let me just be honest with you. There's a 0% fucking chance that you would not be in next place in any category. So, I just that's the.
Well, that was
That
rude.
was
I thought you were
was
just gonna say
rude.
the putting stuff.
Oh, what in strokes gained approach? Give me okay, like
First, he starts it off by like, me and Jewel, we're scratch
it
+1,
was
and
for
Adam,
context.
Yeah,
he's the
seriously.
8.
It's for
Like, is there?
context. Context is king,
Look,
baby.
look, you call it out every episode. Everybody knows you're a scratch
No,
+1, okay? But like,
that's not. I let me be clear. I am not good at golf. I am mentally the weakest golfer ever. I just when it comes to one
So
thing,
mentally
one
weak.
thing I don't have issues with, and I thrive. Okay, so
Hold on.
okay,
No, we're not
okay,
done
keep
there.
going. You let it go. Let it go.
I want to talk a
go-
little bit more about how you just swiped Adam off the planet just
I
then.
mean, let's just be real. Like I mean, it's not just to make the podcast fun. There's 0% chance.
what? Hold
I
on.
don't care if you
What
dedicated
about?
your whole life to it. Like it's not
Is there
happening.
is there a stat for bump hybrids from 50 yards out?
Okay. There if there is, you just may have cracked the code there. You may have just owned me on a lot.
Strokes gained.
I had my blinders
Bump
on,
hybrid.
man. I'm thinking traditional golf. You're always playing 4D chess.
Yeah,
You're out there doing other
I
things.
am. I am.
Wait, did y'all think that I could beat Nick Dunlap or what?
No, I mean, I'm not going to take as aggressive of a stance, but he probably hits it so far that it makes up. Yeah,
40
it
yards
probably makes up for
further.
the fact that it's not on the planet. Now, if you were playing at the Landings or Jennings Mill, maybe you'd be out of bounds. But
He'd shoot a
yeah,
90.
well, he did here recently. Okay, I'm good on that one. Unless anybody's got any other texts.
That was
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I might just put that at the front of the episode. All right, travel cases. Whatever, guys. Travel cases. Just said hard versus soft. I don't know. You do you. We know there's flying issues. Hard cases seem like they're kind of the solution to most problems, but yet like nobody uses.
Don't
them. Yeah,
care.
don't care. Soft cases just look cool, and you can get it. Look, if you're not a cheap ass, you can get a high end soft case to where your clubs are going to be fine even on a fall. But it seems like hard cases probably just result. Why? Maybe it's a better question of why aren't hard cases just the what
You
they
don't ever.
like? What
You
they
don't.
is it
You don't
because
ever
of,
see people with hard cases.
I'm telling you
though.
right now,
That's
that's
what freaks
it's
me out.
exactly.
Okay.
It's I think that my conspiracy theory is like people hate they don't want to be band nerds and they just look like you're carrying around a tuba or a trombone in that plastic black case
Or a rifle.
or right. Come on, man. We're having it's Thanksgiving. I guess we can shoot some turkeys. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't use one and I probably never will, but it seems like it would resolve a lot of issues.
I mean, it would absolutely protect your clubs better than a soft case. The only problem, I don't know, storage wise,
Yeah, you can't fit
you can't
his
fold
your
it. It's just a unit.
Yeah, it is a unit.
That's true. I may go stainless steel hard case, make my own, just get it welded here and just never change it. Start putting stickers
That's
on
a
it.
market opportunity. Like, yeah, like just
Mhm.
something super, super wild. I guess there's a weight issue with that maybe for flying, but okay. All right. That wasn't that good. But okay, we're gonna end on one here, guys.
That
In
was
the
definitely
travel-
golfer again.
Yeah, in the travel space. So this one came in from, and again, I don't know if he wants me to use his name, but this gentleman, he's made a couple purchases from the shop too. So really appreciate his support. Cool guy. Actually, I don't know him, but if you're buying in the shop, I can only assume you're amongst the coolest. So we've talked about Bandon Dunes on here multiple times. We got the flags behind us if you're watching at the various courses. Now we can't book a trip out there to save our lives. The question was with Rodeo Dunes and Wild Springs Dunes opening, will this help alleviate the issues with getting tee times at Bandon Dunes? And again, for context, Rodeo Dunes is opening just outside of Denver. The soft openings already launched, and they're going to have the full course, sometime in the next year. And then Wild Spring Dunes out in Texas. Preview play is live and the same thing. So Dream Golf. So we just had Bandon, and then you got Sand Valley opened, and now you got two new Dream Golf locations, at least their first course opening kind of simultaneously. Is it going to do anything to make Bandon more available?
No.
I don't think so. I mean, why would it? You're going and looking at views of the Pacific Northwest and the Pacific Ocean on a cliff versus going in the middle of Texas. I don't know why it would. It should be good golf, but
Man, I think this past week I saw somebody throw a stat out there. I think they said for Bandon's 2027, like April, May slot, whatever that was, they received 27,000 entries.
So the 27,000, what we don't know is, I guess, how many were accepted of the 27,000. But I guess you could reverse engineer the math. You assume 2 tee times a day across 5 courses as the primary courses. You do have the short courses, assuming they're X percent, 90% booked because they leave some availability. You could probably reverse engineer to see how many golfers that would be. But man, oh God, I don't know. Back to the question at hand. I think travel golf is at an all-time high. Like, people are, because it's not only attracting some private golf folks that want to still see the big resorts, but as golf has gotten popular and social media, hey, we're going to be part of the problem with the projects we got coming up. Like, people want to go see these places. And I think a Wild Spring Dunes and a Rodeo Dunes and a Sand Valley help satisfy the current demand. I don't think it alleviates 27,000 people putting their name in the hat for band. So just look at that, 27,000, and they probably accepted 20% of it or 10% of it, whatever it is. So until that number is down to, net neutral with their availability, I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
We need 10 more Rodeo Dunes, basically. Those can just get built, will be good. But I mean, I think Wild Spring is kind of interesting just because it's very close to like 2 massive cities it's like right kind of sandwiched between Dallas and Houston. I think maybe
they're starving for really good public golf too in that area. So
right. I think that could have a bigger impact than Rodeo, because if you're going to go to Rodeo, it's majority of the people are flying across the country. And if you're going to fly across the country, I don't know, probably go to Bandon.
Yeah, if you could. I don't know. I think these properties too, until they get built out and you have infrastructure where people can stay and there's multiple courses, it's just kind of hard to know. So maybe you'll blink in 5-10 years and some more of that's built out. But no, I really think the economics it's just keeping up with national, or let me put it, it's keeping up with regional demand for excellent public golf. And I think Bandon is national and international demand. That's really the core difference. Is it's like a completely different market unto itself. Like, golf could nosedive and we could have a massive recession. I still think Bandon would be sold out every single tee time for, at least through this process. So.
I mean, Sand Valley is the perfect example. Like, they keep adding courses out there. I think what they're going to end up doing is you apply for Bandon, and then they're going to say, hey, you don't get it, but here's where we can put you on at for that time. Sand Valley, Bandon, or, Rodeo Dunes.
Dude, imagine a Dream Golf National membership, like where you just can get you get access to
It's like the Dormy Club.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what their long-term goals are. I think they said they kind of overextended themselves personally. The Kaiser family said they were going to slow down some of these projects, but yeah, man, you get about 10, 12 Dream Golf destinations in the country, but like eventually something's got to not work though, right? Like, it's just, they've proven out the model, rural golf, build it and they will come. Make the golf amazing, make the amenities great. Make it easy on the player, make it memorable, and people will come. But it's just like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Something's got to give. I mean, something's got to give between destination golf and your club golf, right? I mean,
I think people just get the taste of it and they finally go, "Oh my God, this is so much better than what I know at home." And it really is just different golf. Like, I mean, it is hard when you have these conversations, the private golf model, the destination golf, the the Florida resort golf, the local semi-private. Like it's just honestly, it's like different forms of golf, to be honest with you. So I don't know if one really informs the other as much as we like to think. So, okay, well that was it from the Cabbage Patch guys. Anything else that we need to talk about before we head on to Thanksgiving? And Jules got his he's got his eyes set on some pies. We know I'm gonna be pieing it up. Adam, anything your neck of the woods?
No, man. I'm really interested to hear about this honey baked ham. I maybe need a full blown like review video after you break it open.
God, man, it better be epic too. I will say it's always a hitter, but it's just,
I'm assuming it's smaller than last year too.
well, you buy it by
you're probably gonna lose a half a pound.
You're supposed to get it weighed, so that's like your exact pricing when you go pick it up. But yeah, no, man, it's probably going to be on the low end, so I'm expecting that. Okay, Adam, you got one more to get off. You kind of had that look. Are you sure? Okay. All right. Let us heads, we've been teasing out a lot of stuff, but I will say there's some crazy cool, exciting things in the works for Team Plug. We're not going to get into all the details now, but in due time. But we do have a special project coming up here in a week or two, so we'll have some good social drops on that and a full-length pod and YouTube video that'll come after. But we're going to grind through the winter with you. We got a lot of guests lined up. Some notables. I'm very excited about that, and we'll chum it up on any debate topic that comes up. But for Goldie, for Adam, for Jewel, for Mr. Golfer, who isn't here but he cares about you and your family and friends deeply, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and most importantly, we will see you next week, and stay plugged. Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Wow.
Ooh, I can't wait to have a broom right here.